myself in position. The return of Lone Wolf TV. You know what I'm saying? It might get a little hot up in this motherfucker. I'm just sitting up in this bitch, no AC, no nigga gotta think about gas nowadays. Now nigga got a car. Oh, you gotta think about gas. You gotta think about all that. Not even including the motherfucking car note, and then what you then you ain't gonna really have no cash after that. Now see, the transaction I made for this car is I gotta spend like $510 for the first two payments. I gotta pay $510 for the first two payments to make up for some kind of deductible or whatnot. And or whatever the shit is called. I'm learning how to buy a car, y'all. This is my first time purchasing one, you know what I'm saying, on my own, with the help of you know what I'm saying, somebody important to me. But you know, it's just, this is another milestone, but it's also a new struggle. And I'm gonna talk about that one day too, how when you coming from the bottom and you starting to make progress in life, everything, you just need to look at everything as a new struggle, because it's gonna come with some kind of, you know, that's just like another way of saying more money, more problems. You feel me? But you know, I ain't gonna be in here too long, man. I ain't trying to hold y'all up. I just had to dedicate myself to coming into the car and doing the episode, man, because I wasn't finna do this shit. It's kind of late at night. And then, you know, nobody don't watch this shit until later on. So, you know, I don't have a fluent fan base right now, but we building. So that's why I'm here today. A lot of motherfuckers are hostile on me for sitting here talking to zero motherfuckers, but I'm finna get mine off. You feel me? But yeah, for damn sure. Let me light this up real quick. Now, today we talking about fairy tale gods versus your instincts, right? I know everybody wondering, what is a fairy tale god? And it's kind of self-explanatory if you listen to certain scholars, or if you listen to certain people that talk about religion, or if you ever listen to Sonetta. If you ever listen to Sonetta TV, you know what the fuck a fairy tale god is. But to those of you that don't know what a fairy tale god is, let me go on and spit it to you. See, a fairy tale god is something outside of yourself. And not only that, it's something outside of yourself that you feel like you can't live without. Now, I can understand if motherfuckers worshipped oxygen, if motherfuckers worshipped hydrogen, shit that keep us breathing, shit that keep us moving, shit that keep us from collapsing completely inside of the universe, scientific wise. I can see if a motherfucker prays. I understand a motherfucker that worships science over religion. Because what motherfuckers forget is something scientific had to create a person. And a lot of motherfuckers, a fairy tale god is something like Hercules. That's a fairy tale god. And Jesus sounds like Hercules sometimes. Some impossible shit as far as our reality right now. And the fact that we inside of this reality right now, and motherfuckers don't have superpowers or can't lift no big ass boulder, pull no goddamn rock, sword out of no goddamn rock, a motherfucker that can't turn water into wine, all these metaphors and shit that be having people confused. A fairy tale god is a god that'll confuse a person on this earth. So how many of y'all have been confused by the story of Jesus? How many times have you had to really go back and reread the shit to understand it? Because it's a story. It's not real. It's something that's made up for you to follow the God and to follow the God inside of you. It's a guide to follow the God inside of you. These guys wasn't put here for you to get on your hands and knees and pray to them, because if that was the case, you would see a lot of you would see a lot more transformation in this world right now. If the fairy tale gods was real, shout out to whoever just stepped in the building. If the fairy tale gods were real, a lot of shit would be different. If we could sit here and pray to fucking Zeus or whoever the fuck motherfuckers be praying to, I think we would have. I think the question of religion still, the questioning of religion still wouldn't. It wouldn't exist if these gods had been proven to do the things that they do. We wouldn't still be sitting there questioning Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what a fairy tale god is. A fairy tale god is that you can it has a name, but you've never seen it, or it has a name, and every time you pray on it or you pray to it, nothing happens for you. That's a fairy tale god. Fairy tale god is something that's outside of you and something that you have to defend by faith. Just to clear it up real quick, just to stop using all these damn words. I'm trying to get better at that too, to stop over explaining shit and just have a simple sentence for what the fuck I'm talking about. But that's what a fairy tale god is. A motherfucker that have you believe in shit off blind faith and you supposed to die before you get your piece of the pie. That's fairy tale shit. Because who has died and came back and told us about anything in the afterlife? That makes motherfuckers wonder if it is an afterlife. That's something that can be questioned as well. We don't know. That's why I come to this motherfucking platform, because to me, life is to be lived so we can sit here and explore what the fuck are we here for. We ain't supposed to just be sitting here going to work and goddamn cashing these checks and paying rent and then going to return and do the shit all over again. I think we should be intellectually driven to find out what the fuck is going on in society. Society is telling us, society gave us religion, society gave us money. And these are the two things motherfuckers die about. These are the two topics that can make or break a relationship. These are the two topics that motherfuckers don't even teach in school. Simply because when you get to talking about religion, it's damn near like gang banging. Somebody believe in Buddhism, somebody believe in goddamn Christianity, somebody believe in goddamn Catholic, or it's like a Catholic Christian. Some motherfuckers is different Christians now. It's different branches of Christians, just like it's different branches of Bloods and Crips, Vice Lords and GDs. So religion is, that shit has already been a gang since back when I was going to church. And nigga, when I was 13 years old, my mama had me going to church and shit. We thinking Jesus was real. Come on. We was on the Christian side. We was against the devil. We doing all that shit. And then boom, okay. Let's really talk about it. The devil was one of the fairy tale gods too. The devil is damn sure one of the fairy tellers. Because without the Jesus that they talk about, or without whatever God that they create outside of you, they have to create an enemy. And we all know, if you've been doing the inner work, you've been doing spiritual work, you know that the yin and the yang is basically the God and the devil inside of you. The yin and the yang is the good and the bad, the dark and the light. It's not necessarily good or bad. Really, good and bad is a myth. Because good and bad is subjective to a nigga's terms of what good and bad is. It's a motherfucker that thinks a person that touches kids is still a good person. So damn the fact that multiple people think that shit is bad. It's a motherfucker out here that think touching kids is okay, and it's another motherfucker that's like, well, he just human. We should be lenient on him, because he do good in this area of life. Good is subjective. Because it's motherfuckers like me that feel like if you touch kids, You ain't good at all. Doing anything to a kid, you a rapist in any kind of form, nigga, you should die. And that's my term of good or bad. That's a bad motherfucker that do shit like that. But it's motherfuckers out here that use their feelings over the mentality. Mind over matter, my nigga. Use your mind over whatever the fuck the emotions is trying to place you into believing. You know what I'm saying? But back to the shits. The devil is a fucking fraud too. The devil is you. The devil and God are in you. This is when I'm gonna get to the instincts, because I'm gonna tell y'all my belief. But I'm playing devil's advocate right now and letting niggas know, you know what I'm saying, about how the government and how certain shit in this world has really just been given to us, and we just take it and don't dissect it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to dissect all the bullshit that motherfuckers want to tell you and tell you to think for yourself. That's what Lone Wolf TV is about. Lone Wolf TV is about having your own mindset. And I don't know. This ain't no goddamn channel for bashing nobody. This ain't the channel for uh this is a channel for just spreading awareness to be who you are. What are your feelings? I may challenge your thoughts. In Lone Wolf TV, I don't block niggas that comment. I'm not against constructive criticism. You can high side on me, all that shit. Be you in the comments. That's what Lone Wolf TV is about. Be you. Lone Wolf, nigga. You the lone wolf for your life. And this is not, it's a term, like I said before, it's a term in the white supremacist world where being a lone wolf is like some racist shit. They call them lone wolf, you know what I'm saying, soldiers and shit like that. It's some shit that you can find, you know, but lone wolf, and to me, my definition of lone wolf is a nigga that's just a loner. Do you see any co-host in this motherfucker? I'm just a nigga that's alone with my thoughts. And sometimes I sit alone with my thoughts and I express it to the world, certain shit in my head, certain topics, you know what I'm saying, that I'm comfortable with talking about right now. But that's what this channel was for. This channel is creative, what they call it, damn. It's something where this is my creative platform, basically. It's another word though. It's another word, creative property or something like that. Some shit like that. I'm gonna come back when I find that shit. I'm gonna make an episode about it. But yeah, until I find the word, this is my creative property. You know, this is what I do. This is what I do for creativity. This ain't nothing that's gaining. I ain't gaining nothing monetary by sitting here talking to y'all right now, you know, until I get donations or some shit. But that ain't what I'm here for. I'm here to just teach y'all how to, or show y'all that it's okay to think how you think. Cause I let motherfuckers know how I think. And I've been letting y'all know how I think for 3 years if motherfuckers go down through the archives. And I'm still here with being persistent, nigga. I didn't stop making videos and came back for 3 years. But my inconsistency is causing me to be persistent though. Even though I didn't stop before, and I'm coming back and stop, and I come back, and I still fix my life to where I can still come back in a way to make it make sense to the viewer. I'm still homeless, nigga. I ain't got shit. I ain't sleeping in this car, but nigga, when life take its steps for me, I'm gonna bring that back to y'all to show y'all, you know what I'm saying? These are the steps that life can possibly throw at you. It's always a possible. It's always possibly. I'm never sitting here with no absolute mindset. So I just had to reiterate what Lone Wolf TV is. Lone Wolf TV is not about bashing nobody's religion. It ain't about none of that. It's just we got to make sense of of some of the shit that we've been told. And Lone Wolf TV is that we sit here and we dissect this shit one by one. You know? But anyway, yeah, the devil is God is in you, to me, and the devil is inside of you. So a fairy tale God is that motherfuckers portray as something that's greater than you and outside of you. Now, God is outside of us, of course, because everyone is their own God. Everything has its own meaning. You can create an energy by just believing in it. That's been proven. So I'm never the one to say that Jesus ain't real, because there's enough motherfuckers that believe in him where he is real, even if you ain't seen him. The energy that people created to say that Jesus is real, and the niggas here. So they created that energy. But that's some shit that psyched me out. That's some shit I gotta go into even deeper to really see if that's some scientifically proven shit. But the shit I seen where the motherfucker was, where they sat people down and they was asking them who they believe in, and then the way the energy waves, like the fucking energy of that name show up. So I'm big on energy, so I can never say what don't, and fully absolute with 100% proof. I ain't gonna sit here and say I don't know that Jesus exists, but the nigga ain't, in reality, the nigga ain't shown himself to really pop up the way that the book will tell you he gonna pop up, or the way that you've been told that Jesus will pop up for you. You know, if that's the case, it's a lot of ghetto niggas that need to be rich right now, because that's like our only problem. And it lets you know. I got another episode talking about money too, versus whatever, money versus your soul type of shit. I got another episode coming about that, because I'm starting to realize that the energy behind money is stronger than the energy behind anything. But that's another episode. So the fact that, excuse me, bubble in my throat and shit, my bad. So the fact that we gotta get this bread, you know what I'm saying, let you know that it's something, it can't be something outside of you if you can work, if you can transform your life from the shit that's inside of you. So let's get down to these instincts. Let's get down to, I told y'all I wasn't gonna be here that long. You know, I'm just smoking a little blunt, getting my talk on. But uh let's talk about these instincts. These instincts. Your instincts, you know, they are proven to be something that you can use as an indicator. I don't know what that was. That felt like a damn bud that fell out my blunt. But yeah, man. Let me put this shit out so I can talk proper to y'all real quick. Get my professionalism on real quick, man. Hold on. But let's talk about these instincts, man. All right. Instincts. That's that feeling that when somebody walk in the room and your heart start beating fast and shit for no reason. Then you don't even know the motherfucker like that. Or you had a bad experience with a person at work, and then you got to work with the motherfucker again or some shit, and then you see him walk in and you like, you get that feeling like that. That's the feeling that you ain't necessarily gotta hide from. You feel me? That's a feeling that you ain't necessarily gotta tuck in. You ain't gotta tuck that feeling in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta embrace that feeling and figure out, why do you feel the way you feel about that person. Because I had that feeling at work a few times, like, nigga, yo, you be like, damn, I don't feel like talking to this motherfucker. Or, you know, somebody tell you something and you kind of, it's a radar that go off in your head that they like, nigga, you lying like a motherfucker. That's the instinct. Also, that's what people, that inner voice in your head, that's what people consider that outer God talking to you. So how the fuck is it an outer God when the nigga can get inside of your head? That's all that mean. It's already formed inside of you. You made everything of this fucking planet. So when you hear that voice, it's something that's an innate voice. But a lot of times we put our instincts to the back, and then we give it praise to an outer God. And that's my biggest point. My biggest point is, if the shit brews inside of you, whatever you create from inside of you, give yourself the goddamn glory. Because you the motherfucker that did it. You the motherfucker that got up and made it happen. See, if it was an outer God, that motherfucker would be making you get up on his own, moving your limbs like fully against your will. Like you don't want to get up and go to work. An outer God to pick the energy or pick your ass up and make you go to work if it was something moving you like some kind of controller on GTA. See, religion gets lost when niggas start talking about free will. How can something that's supposed to be guiding you give you free will to fuck up? So he can see what I want him so he can see what you really want to do. Well, if he knows that this reality takes money to survive, and you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers can be homeless and this and that. Why not debunk this society to have people to live in bliss? I ain't saying that chaos, just like I said, it's a reason for the light and the dark. I ain't saying that the darkness shouldn't exist. I'm saying that if it was really something that was about helping, is what I'm saying. If it was about being in love with what his creation is or her creation or whatever God, whatever outer God people believe in, if it was really about that, so much should be better. But instead, everything is a fucking challenge. And I don't necessarily don't believe, I ain't saying that there's not a force that is within the universe totally controlling shit. We don't know. But I don't put a face nor a name on it, and I don't pray to it. I just walk through this shit. Because whatever the fuck I'm thinking, I'm sure whatever God there is that's out there that created anything, the motherfucker knows what I'm thinking. And it knows where the fuck I need to go. It knows when I'm wrong, and when it knows, that energy source knows when I'm wrong and when I want to correct myself as well. I'm gonna talk about some shit that I'm going through after I leave this motherfucking job that I'm at right now too, but it's all good. Because whatever, the ancestors I believe in or the energy sources that I rely on to get me through life is what I feel like is getting me through life. But I don't push that on people like you should read the Bible or this, you should read the Quran, or you should read you should read this book on Horus or none of that shit. I ain't no nigga that just believe in no shit like that I haven't seen. But I believe in these forces that I feel. I believe in me because I'm real. I'm here in real time, and the shit that I'm feeling is real in real time, and the shit that I'm going through is in real time. I don't have time to sit back and be like, what would Jesus do? Because that was a whole different time. So motherfuckers push their instincts back and give their instincts the power of their instincts to some kind of fairy tale god that they ain't never met. Instead of looking in the mirror like, nigga, okay, we got it on lock, and whatever energy is protecting me, keep me protected. That's all I say. Whatever energy I believe in, whatever energy I done created, or whatever source of God that I want to believe in, whatever it is that's factually keeping me in check, may it continue. I don't question none of that. My life, I don't necessarily call my life a piece of shit no more, because my life is my life, and I created this shit. I created most of my problems. You know what I'm saying? I'm continuously sitting here over calculating myself and reevaluating what the fuck I need to do in life. So, just to chop up, this is just so I won't be too wordy today. We're gonna end on this note. Do not silence your instincts. Your instincts are indicators. You need to use them as such. If you with a girl and you looking at that bitch side-eyed like, I really don't know, I can't fuck with you, then you need to let her ass go. Ladies, if you looking at a nigga and you kind of like, man, I want better, then you need to leave him alone, because that's an inner God talking to you. That's some shit that's trying to really better your situation. And I ain't saying that it's always it's always gonna be somebody better. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying go for the better person, but go for what you feel inside. Like, you know what? I could do better. I really could do. I really settled for this nigga. Or I really did this. I'm really manipulating them. It's a voice inside our own head, and sometimes we silence it and we become the manipulators because we could have ended the shit if we wasn't gonna be super serious with the person. See, I just blocked the motherfucker. Cause I kept telling the, like, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker. See, what I don't like is when women try to put how they feel, what they feel about you on you like it's factual. And then they want you to explain yourself or some shit. And then if you don't explain yourself, then it's a fact to them. Okay, it can be that. But look, just because a nigga get a car or some shit, why do women feel like when a nigga on the rise up or when a nigga trying to do better, they feel like, oh, you changing because you got a car now or some shit, or like a bitch wanted you to stay broke. That shit is mind-boggling. I can't fuck with that energy, bro. And I never thought that that woman would be no bitch that thought that I was that kind of nigga that, oh, I'm gonna get a car and then cut a bitch off. Bitch, we wasn't even together. You feel me? We not even together. And the bitch want to talk about you change when you get a car like niggas do and this, and that. How the fuck did I change getting a car when, see, this bitch moved to Atlanta, right? The story time with Zilla real quick. This bitch moved to Atlanta, right? Never mind my feelings and none of that shit. I ain't saying I was in love with the bitch and nothing. I got love for her. You know what I'm saying? She was an important piece of my life at the time when I was fooling with her. And you know, I've been fucking with this motherfucker for like 5 years, right? So boom. She going through shit, you know, living situations. I'm going through living situations. You know, this is a genuine connection. You know, maybe one day I'll unblock her and get the pussy, but it ain't gonna. I don't want to do that because I ain't finna dedicate shit else but dick to this woman. So that's why I blocked her. But anyway, back to the story. We do what we do, blase blah. Now, when she move, you know what I'm saying? Of course, she gonna miss a nigga, miss a player, yada yada. I ain't letting that shit get in my head. I'm like, all right, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You going out there, you gonna make you some moves. Motherfucker want me to come out there and visit her or come out there and live one day, right? In my head at the time, I'm homeless in the bitch. I ain't had no car. I was walking and shit. So I'm like, man, you know what? Life kind of fucked up. Maybe that's a sign from this, and that. See, I'm using that outer God thought. Like, maybe this is a sign from this, and that, instead of really. And then I started finna take initiative to really finna. I was like, well, shit, maybe I do need to move. Okay, let me admit that I was finna. You know, I was making little minor plans. Like, okay, if I do come, what we gonna do? Boom, 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 boom. Right? I got a daughter out here in Texas, and I'm thinking about moving away from her. So I know when I come out there, I'm trying to make shit happen. I'm not trying to be out there and have no lovey-dovey ass relationship with you. We got to get out there and we got to make chips stack. But see, I'm not there. I started thinking, I'm like, damn, but I'm not with no dude. I'm not gay, so, or I'm not out there hustling with a dude. I'm not going to Atlanta to work with a man. So when I started thinking like that, I'm like, well, a woman she gonna automatically go emotional on my ass if I go out there with her and I'm trying to just stack paper and then not really show her off or not claim her like as if I'm in Texas. She gonna try to change a nigga. So I start thinking like that, but then at the same time, I'm like, I ain't got nowhere to go. So if the bitch gets her spot, I'm gonna go over there and stay over there. You know, I'm gonna go through my broke nigga phase one more time before I elevate in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead, lay up with a bit, do some fatherless shit as I do, you know, and that was gonna be the play. The play wasn't gonna never be to play the woman, or I wasn't never gonna marry this motherfucker. Or I told this motherfucker that I don't even believe in it, right? But this motherfucker was so persistent on trying to make me this nigga in her head. Now it then got to the point, right, to where this bitch is disrespectful out the mouth. Like everything she say, she just feel like, oh nigga, oh this what you doing? This she coming at nigga like that, and I'm like, hey fool, what the fuck? Hey, it ain't none of that. And then when you try to explain yourself to me, I ain't no nigga like that, bro. That ain't what it seemed like. What I'm not finna do with a bitch is try to explain what it seemed like. what it's not supposed to seem like to you. I don't kiss no ass no more. And that's on my life, nigga. Ain't no bitch finna get me to explain nothing no more. Bitch, you gone. I done threatened to block this bitch, mind you, like 8 times. Because I'm a real generous nigga, bro. And I be super generous all the time to make sure I'm not tripping. I'll be like, and now this bitch is just a habitual line stepper. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, man, this is one of them bitches that you shouldn't have never stuck your dick in type of shit. So shit, man. That's just story time with Zilla though, but my instincts told me to get the fuck away from this bitch 8,000 times. Like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Even when I was fucking this bitch before, I thought I caught an STD from this hoe. And it would, but I ended up not burning none of this shit. I ended up going to the fucking clinic, and even they was like, shit, we don't see shit. I'm like, all right. That's when I should have stopped fucking her, but I didn't. Like a dumbass. But shit, she ain't nothing but like a little, she be state hopping and shit. I don't trust no bitch that just jump from state to state. It is dicks that I don't know about. That's unsafe. But this been LoneWolf TV, y'all. I'm finna go upstairs, finish eating these pancakes that I cooked. Tell the racist scumbags that haven't paid me my reparations to go suck some balls. And I'm out. I will return next week with some more heat. And I got more mini videos coming up where I just be talking my shit for a little bit, for about 3-4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep on dropping content like that. And shout out to whoever looked at this shit. I don't give a damn. Hit the like button. Whoever watched this shit right when I posted. If you watch this shit later on in life, shout out to you. Shit, if you watching this shit in 2040, 2041, or anytime in between or before that or after that, shout out to you. I'm out. Follow me on Instagram.